Andrew loves James Bond so much he goes to the cinema just to watch Bond trailers. Nigel won a holiday by pretending to be Miss Moneypenny. But which one's truly Bond bonkers? Find out in Fanorama. Oh, thank you. Welcome to Fanorama, the show which has never closed the eye that saw Carol Vorderman naked. We've snuck into underground HQs at exotic locations to drag out two die-hard James Bond fans, and they'll be joined in 00 heaven by Rhys Q. Thomas and David M. Mitchell. Rhys, who have you brought along today?
This is Andrew. Say hello.
Hi, Andrew.
Hi.
How
Hello.
are you doing?
I'm all right, thanks.
Good.
He's an accountant.
Really?
And it's really good because he's helped me out this evening. I've got he's worked out, he's illegally set me a little account up in Switzerland.
That's nice of you.
Yep, and because all my drug trafficking now can go through that way. It won't get you in trouble, will it? Oh.
As long as we get a bit of a cut from it.
Yeah, you'll get a bit of a cut. You'll get a good cut. So tell me, how much of a fan are you really of James Bond? Because we all like James Bond.
I don't like James Bond. I do. I love it. Loads.
But everyone kind of likes James Bond. My favourite James Bond film
Are you a stalker?
I have done some stalking in my time, but...
Who have you stalked?
Caroline Munro, who's a Bond girl.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did you stalk her?
I go to various conventions and I've met her there, and
That's
she
not really
recognised me.
stalking, though.
It is when she recognises you.
Who is she?
She's the girl who flew the helicopter in The Spy Who Loved Me.
Don't remember her.
She gets blown up. He blows her up. He blows her
right.
up from the Lotus with the rocket.
Oh, right.
That's not very nice. James Bond does that.
Yeah, well,
James
she's a
Bond
baddie.
kills ladies.
She's a bad guy. Oh,
She's a
bad girl.
bad Bond girl.
Yeah.
What is the sort of weirdest thing that you own? Like the most, your most highly prized piece of Bond memorabilia?
I suppose it's the autograph that I got from Shirley Eaton, because she was the first Bond girl that I ever met. And she gave me a kiss on the cheek.
Which one?
Do you watch it for
Shirley
the
Eaton.
girls?
No, which cheek?
The left one.
Oh, not up on.
Oh, no,
I think
no,
it's
no.
your bottom.
No. I'm hoping for that one next time. But
So you should do that. If I was going to meet someone, I said, like, I'd really would pull my pants and trousers down and really bend over so you could see everything, and say, now kiss that. That's a true fan.
Yeah.
They should have you sectioned, or she'll take you home. What's the Bond girl? There's a Bond girl, isn't there, who's a man who went out with Des Lynam. Which one was that?
there was a Bond girl in For Your Eyes Only. She's called Tula.
Right. I wonder how he feels about that. I like him. He's so smooth, and you realise he's been with a man. Not that there's nothing wrong with it, but, you know, that's Des. My favourite James Bond film, I like the film where James Bond, he's like... What's the James Bond film where he's in the jungle and he collects medicines?
That's not a James Bond film.
What?
That's not a James Bond film. That's Medicine Man.
But James Bond's in it.
Sean Connery's in it, yeah, but he's not James Bond.
Oh. So, what about the one where there's another James Bond thing where there's him and there's Burt Reynolds is in it, and they're in these cars and they drive across the country. They drive across the world.
That's Cannonball Run. No, he's not. That's not James Bond either.
Isn't it?
No.
Is it the girls that make Bond really for you? Are you into? If you had to pick between the Bond girls and the man himself,
No, it's definitely the Bond girls.
it's the girls. So you watch a film for the girls, really?
Yeah, the secret's
Isn't-
out. Yeah, I only watch it for the girls.
So really, it's just it's like taking the catalogue upstairs and having a bit of a flick through the lingerie section. Yeah. Right. Okay. Cool. And
The laundry always comes after the shoes. Always.
well, because
Bizarrely, before the kiddies' slides. Yeah.
Okay. And David, who have you seduced through a combination of martini cocktails and hairy shoulders?
This is Nigel here.
Hi, Nigel.
Hello. Yeah.
Who's a fan of James Bond as well.
Yep.
You're a award-winning Miss Moneypenny impersonator, aren't you?
Yes, I had to play Miss Moneypenny in a radio play against Chris Tarrant.
Oh, you didn't.
So it was a competitive one-a-side radio play. Right.
Can you give us a burst of Moneypenny?
I can try. Yeah, it was just a very high-pitched, oh, Commander Bond! And, there we go.
So, well, let's do a little scene there. I'm James Bond.
Yeah.
You're Miss Moneypenny. Coming in the morning, Miss Moneypenny. A hat on the thing. Could you hold this for me, please?
Good morning, James.
Very polite. And then what else you say? Could you hold this for me, please? It's radio. Nobody knows what this is. Could you hold this for me, please?
Certainly.
Miss Moneypenny. Oh, Miss Moneypenny, I never knew you cared. Etc. Carry on. Innuendo. It's great. I've never seen such a large one. Say that.
I've never seen such a large one.
Oh, well, you should see the one I've got coming out the back. There you go. That's absolutely meaningless. James, what are you talking about?
That's absolutely meaningless, James. What are you talking about?
You're quite right, Miss Moneypenny. I think I'm losing it. I'm scared of being shot by Blofeld, you see.
Why don't you come back to my place tonight and we can talk about it?
It would never work. It never worked, Miss Moneypenny. I've come to the realization that I'm gay.
So am I.
Okay then, I think it's just about time for the first round, don't you? Rhys and Andrew, which famous Bond character's name is being spelt out in pictorial form in pictures here?
Idiot. Can I say how much I hate that man? I think he's worse than Saddam Hussein and Osama. Okay, Dr. Santa Jones, Dr. Santa Tom. Tom Jones is like one of those fish that you tread on and they go and they blow up.
A pufferfish.
I think he was trod on when he was about 50 and he's just getting bigger and bigger.
Dr. Christmas Jones.
Dr. Christmas Jones. Yes.
Is the correct answer. Well done. David and Nigel, what about these?
Oh, hang on. They're just 3 pictures of some people.
Yeah, I know this one.
You know this one?
It's Q plus Q plus Q equals Q.
See?
Absolutely right.
What's the deck chair in Adolf? There was a deck chair put in there. That's just
There are often
confusing.
deck chairs in long queues of people
Not
where
often,
there might
actually, no, there are rarely deck chairs. in
not
long
not
queues of
in
people.
not at Cambridge University.
Oh, come on. I'll join in. Go on, the two of you.
Why haven't you got a suit on?
Yeah.
That's obvious. What are they queuing for?
What are they queuing for?
Bread.
Bread in pre-revolutionary Russia.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, now Rhys and Andrew, we've trawled the World Wide Web, home to the world's best artists, to bring you these fan drawings of Pierce Brosnan, but one of them's an imposter. Can you tell me which one it is?
I reckon the bottom left looks like Jarvis Cocker.
I don't know, I'd say top right, actually.
You say top right?
Top right.
Okay, I'm going to go with the fan. I
Right.
personally disagree. I think it's the bottom left, but you think it's top right?
Yeah.
But you're wrong.
I'm afraid the correct answer is bottom left is Richard Madeley. You were right, Rhys.
There you go.
You have to kill him now.
I won't. I've already done 3 this week.
Yeah.
I haven't got the space in my bath.
Finally, David and Nigel, these props refer to Bond villains. Can you tell me who they are? Prop 1 is a bowler hat.
Odd job.
Yeah, I'll go with odd job. Bloke with a
Odd job is correct.
razor.
Would you like the
thingy.
hat?
Yes, please.
Oops. There you
Oh,
go.
nice
Well,
hands.
Item 2, some gold teeth. In the
Jaws,
manner of an
really, is it?
excellent Steely Dan song.
Gold.
Is that Jaws? He had gold teeth, or he had metal teeth? They weren't gold, they were metal.
Well, there was a
weren't they?
character. There was a character in The World Is Not Enough with gold teeth, but maybe you're looking for Jaws.
Oh, who's
and
the
they should be
character in-
silver.
Who's the character in...
Bullion, Mr. Bullion.
They should be gold.
They're definitely deliberately gold.
Yes, they're definitely deliberately gold.
Shall we go for Mr. Bullion then?
Mr. Bullion.
Yeah.
That is correct. Well done. Goldie. Next item is a nipple.
Scaramanga.
Scaramanga. He had a
Scaramanga,
spare.
yeah. Everybody knows Scaramanga, he of the 3rd nipple. That's absolutely right. You've got a full house there. Well done. All those points.
What's the scores?
Well, at the end of that round, Rhys and Andrew, you have a 1 point, and David and Nigel, you've got 2. Again, more than you guys. Thanks, guys. Because I'm a celebrity, I travel everywhere by cab or stretch limo, mainly cab. And in my time, I've met cab drivers who are so fascinating, I thought I'd ask them to help test your wider celebrity knowledge, right, outside of James Bond. So, teams, can you guess who this chap's had in the back of his cape?
I was driving up Shaftesbury
I had
Avenue.
this birdie mark out. I know the face.
Famous
And then I
footballer.
realised who it was.
Another person I picked up was a few years ago, many years ago. Very loud on stage. Seen him many times in concert over the years in my younger days, and I gather he's got some sort of fish farm or something, you know, if I remember. This stupid motorcycle driver. They're on a death wish they are. Do you see the way he cut me up there? Many of his albums I've got. Tall character, pointed nose, and that's one of them.
Ah,
I think I know who he's talking about.
so do I. So do we.
Yeah. Who do you think it was, Rhys and Andrew? You first. Roger Daltrey.
Yeah.
Okay. And you two, who do you think it was? Roger
Yeah.
Daltrey. Well, the correct answer is...
And the mystery passenger was Roger Daltrey.
Roger Daltrey. Roger Daltrey.
Okay, and who's this bloke talking about, guys?
I picked up this lady once in outside the law courts in the Strand. Pulled over, Downing Street, she says. Okay, I says. She jumps in. As she jumps in, she's on the phone. So, I'm thinking to myself, did I drop her in Whitehall or in Downing Street? And she's on the phone, I think she's got to get off the phone soon. So, as we turn into Whitehall, she's finished, she's on the phone. We're approaching the gates now of Downing Street. I went, do I drop you in Whitehall or Downing Street? She says, when they see who it is, they will open the gates. I said, well, I didn't know they knew me. No, she says, me. She's gone.
Fanorama.
David and Nigel, you got your answer there? Who do you think it is? Sherry Blair.
Oh, we put Lionel.
Sherry Blair. Okay, let's see.
And my passenger was Sherry Blair.
And that's the end of part one. Rhys and Andrew, you have a slightly shaken 3, and David and Nigel, you've got a gently stirred 4. It's all to play for when we see you after the break. It's a James Bond themed Fanorama this week with our 2 megalomaniac fans scheming for world domination. David and Nigel are in the lead, but who knows what'll happen after this, our spurious sketch round. Teams, take a look at this clip from a previously unreleased Bond film.
Now, pay attention, 007. This is your new issue of equipment. I trust you'll take more care of it than you did on your last mission when you drove your Lotus into the sea drunk and left your special issue wristwatch in a woman.
Yes, I'm sorry about that. I just can't stop getting drunk on missions.
Now, first of all, that's your standard issue mobile telephone. Now, this is rather interesting. It's a watch that if you press this button, it turns into a magnet and it can attach to an airline.
Haven't you got one of those flippy ones?
One of those what?
The ones that flips up, it's, you know, it's very, very, very much cooler. It's very attractive to the ladies. I'll impress them with it.
No, I haven't. Now, this is a very interesting device.
shame.
It'll help you get into Scaramanga's base.
Yes,
You press the
yes.
two
Tell me,
ends
what
together,
network
it turns
is this
into a
on?
helicopter.
What network is this on?
Orange, I think. I'm not completely sure.
Oh, it's a shame. You see, all my friends and family on Vodafone. I could have got them free calls. We could have been on Friends and Family. I could have phoned Felix Leiter for free.
Well, I'm very sorry, 007, but I'm afraid Q Branch is far too busy to organise your change of tariff.
Tariff? I hadn't even thought about the tariff. I was just assuming that if I changed networks, would I get the same deal?
I really don't know, 007. We have to talk to them. Now, this is a new device. It's very clever. If you point it at someone and press the button, it'll tell you whether or not they're gay.
How many free minutes do I get with this? Is this WAP compatible? Can I send photo images of myself? If I took pictures when I was drunk of my bits, could I send them to my girlfriend as a guest message?
007, forget the phone. The phone's history. I want to show you the new device that we're very proud of. Come with me. We're calling it Martin.
I see. What is it?
Well, it's a bloke.
Yes.
It's a bloke I've made called Martin.
Yes, and what does Martin do?
Anything a bloke does. Answers the phone,
Yes.
takes messages,
Yes.
goes and gets things,
Yes.
talks about sport.
Yes.
You can take him with you on missions.
Yes.
Allergic to cheese.
Yes.
If he dies, his blood's chocolate.
Yes.
For energy.
Yes.
Any good to you?
Yes.
Excellent.
Very good. Okay, Rhys and Andrew, you're first. What is the name of the actor who played Q in all the Bond films?
Desmond Llewellyn.
Desmond Llewellyn.
Yes, that's absolutely right, Desmond Llewellyn. Very well done. That's really good for you. And David and Nigel, in which film does Bond use a magnetic watch to unzip a dress?
Live and let die.
You'd be absolutely right. You get the point. Well done.
Well done. Well done.
Very good. Now it's time for our action game. Nigel and Andrew, step forward to our own urban landscape. You're going to see a series of goodies and baddies. I want you to assassinate the baddies and try not to hit the goodies. Nigel, you'll be firing green, and Andrew, you'll be firing pink, okay? Your time, gentlemen, starts now.
No, she's bad. He's definitely bad.
Elton, who's going to be next? Oh, poor aims, boys. It's my granddad.
Oh, that's a good shot there. It's on my side.
Creamed that guy.
Yeah. He's not real.
Careful. I say shoot him.
Oh, get Escaping unarmed. Okay, guys, well, let's see how you did. First of all, we had Mother Teresa. She's good. Okay. Ben Elton. Evil! Neither of you hit him. Why? He's a baddie. Next we had Goldfinger. He's all bad.
Looks like quite a nice old chap there, doesn't he? Actually.
Just
He
avoid
had
old men's
secrets.
fingers generally, if you just a tip for you at home. They're generally not to be toyed with. But yes, he's bad, and you did manage to hit him. Who was on pink there? Yes, you managed to get one. Next we had Father Christmas, which neither of you went for. Symbol of capitalism and international evil and greed. Therefore bad.
Can't even fly around giving people free stuff and not get a bad press now.
Have you seen
What's he
another
supposed
bloomin'
to
Christmas?
do?
He's a grumpy old swine. Then we had Christopher Lee, alias Scaramanga, with many nipples, and yes, he was shot many times. I think physical deformity is a terrible reason to be a baddie. Next we had Saddam Hussein, bad, and he copped a greenie right on the head there. Charlotte Church, good, very bad hair there, the one Charlotte, so I would have shot her for those extensions, but that's just me. And finally, Sting, who, despite many hits of gibberish hell and going on about yoga and having an annoying wife, escapes unscathed. Okay, so that means you're both winners in that round, scoring 2 points each. Well done. And at the end of that round, Rhys and Andrew, you have 7 points, and David and Nigel, you have 8. Extremely close. Tight as a gnat's chuff. But all that could change in our final quickfire head-to-head. Nigel and Andrew, assume the positions, please. Tense climax of the show, gentlemen. How do you feel?
Fine.
Okay, go for it.
Yep.
Puncture my bubble. I was trying to create a bit of atmosphere there. And guys, you're going to be, as ever, accompanying on drums.
Yeah, in a sort of, you know, John. Was his name John Barry?
Yeah,
kind
just
of
like
way.
John Barry.
Okay, now before we begin, gentlemen, we're going to see what you're playing for, okay? Secret is concealed in this golden envelope, which I'm tearing open now. A James Bond mouse mat, magnet, screensaver, and a Sean Connery Dr. No action figure. Wow! Those are fabulous prizes. Right, fingers on the buzzers. Now, if you get an answer wrong, it'll be passed over to the other person and they get a shot at it, okay? It's all about quick fingers in this round. Okay. Your time. Ready? Starts now. What is Little Nelly?
An autogyro.
A gyrocopter is correct. What make of car does Bond drive in The Spy Who Loved Me?
Lotus Esprit.
Correct. What is the theme tune to Octopussy?
All-time high.
Absolutely correct. Which 60s spy series starred Roger Moore?
The Saint.
Correct. In Diamonds Are Forever, Willard White is loosely based on which famous recluse?
Howard Hughes.
Correct. In Tomorrow Never Dies, what location was used for the scene in which Bond drives a remote-controlled car?
Hamburg.
Incorrect.
Red Cross.
Red Cross.
Shopping centre.
Correct. What character does John Cleese play?
Q.
It's not right. Absolutely correct. On Her Majesty's Secret Service, what mode of transport does Blofeld use to escape from Bond?
A snow thing, slalom. I've forgotten the name of the bloody thing.
Well, then you can steal it.
Bobsled.
That's
Correct, a bobsleigh. In License to Kill, who's getting married in the opening scene?
Phoenix Lighter.
Correct. Boris and Natalia are characters from which Bond film?
Tomorrow Never Dies.
It's not right.
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye. If you say it out loud, it doesn't help. You'll only know better. What does SPECTRE Spectre stand for?
Special Executive for Counter-Intelligence, Terrorism, Revenge and Extortion.
That's absolutely right. You get the point. What is the last Bond movie in which Lois Maxwell appears as Moneypenny?
Have you?
A View to a Kill.
A View to a Kill, correct. Fleming's The Spy Who Loved Me is written from which character's point of view?
The Girl.
Who, can you name her?
Bond Girl.
Vivian Michael. Oh! I love the synth, Rhys. Nice idea. And that noise means it's the end of the round, making Andrew the winner! Andrew, you are the victor! Well done, mate! How do you feel?
Over the moon, brilliant.
Well done.
Good try.
Thank you.
That's the end of the show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye!